down, Ruby. Okay, everybody. Hi, welcome to Little Learners. Our classes have stopped just now, but we're online. We're here in our kitchen. And I'm Emma, and I'm from Little Learners, Edinburgh South, Mid and East Lothian. And I've got my little helpers, 2 little helpers. I hear some other people watching. Oh, Sonia. Hi. Okay, Sonia's my friend. Okay, who's this?
Harrison.
This is Harrison. Harrison's 6. And who's this? Ruby. And Ruby's 4. And Ruby just turned 4 this week, didn't you? It was your birthday. And Ruby had a lovely time at your birthday. She got lots of birthday presents. Okay, right, let's get started. We're going to do a painting special for you today. We've got lots of lovely things down at the side here. And we've covered our big tray in paper. And we're going to get lovely and messy. And yeah, so we're going to start off with some singing, aren't we, Ruby? And Ruby loves, this is Ruby's favourite song that she likes to sing, the Hello song, when we learn all our marks on week 5 and 6. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Let's see your hello hands. Okay. Hello, hello everyone. We're all here to have some fun. Which mark will we learn today? Playing through our messy play. Hello, hello everyone. We're all here to have some fun. Yay! Oh, we're getting some more hearts. Hello everybody.
Hello.
Okay, I hope you can hear me. Okay, so let's get started. So come and sit down, Ruby. Ruby, come and sit down. This is quite exciting. Okay, so at Little Learners, we are an educational messy play class. We focus on mark making and early writing skills. And we have 4 lovely mark makers. And we've put them in a box today. Ruby's put them in a box, so it's going to be a surprise when we pull them out. Okay? And you can go first. And each mark maker represents a mark. Okay? And when we learn all the marks together, they make a foundation for writing letters, numbers, and shapes as well. So when you come along to class, we learn 1 mark every week. We're doing them all today. It's a bit of a whistle-stop tour today. But we learn 1 mark every week. And every week they build up. And then we learn all the 4 marks. And we can write our numbers and shapes and letters all in the messy play. Okay, so the mark makers are in here. I'm sure you've missed them, boys and girls. We've missed you. I forgot to say that. We have missed you a lot. And I'm looking forward to seeing everybody again soon. So, the mark makers, they're peeking out, and Harrison's going to start by pulling one out, and we're going to make our mark today. So are you ready?
Close your eyes.
Close your eyes. Who are we going to find?
Yeah. Archie.
It's Archie Rainbow. Show him to the camera. There he is, Archie Rainbow. And tell everybody, Harrison, which mark does Archie make?
Rainbow.
A rainbow mark. Sit down for me just now, Ruby. Sit down for me just now. Archie makes a rainbow mark. There he is. He makes curves and arches and humps and bumps. Okay? So we're going to do our singing now and our dancing. So, yes, we will play once we make our marks in the air. We can then play with all the lovely paints. So we found Archie, here he is, and we're going to sing and make our rainbow marks. Okay, so we use our ribbons and scarves in class to make our big marks. If you have something at home that you can grab now, maybe a scarf or a ribbon or an old t-shirt or a tea towel, anything that you've got in your house you can grab. And we're going to make our mark. Ready? Are we ready, Ruby? You can probably stand up. We can probably still see you. Can we still see Ruby? Oh, just about. We can't see your head. Why don't you kneel down again? Okay, ready? Make a rainbow in the air, in the air, in the air. Make a rainbow in the air, just like Archie. Make a rainbow nice and slow, nice and slow. other mark makers. Who's it going to be? Oh, put your hand in. Who have you found? Show everybody, who is it? It's Swirlo. Swirlo is, put it on maybe. Swirlo is our magic pot. Can you show everybody? Oh, I don't think they can see it. Swirlo is our magic pot, and she, up out the top of her pot, she has a swirl, and she makes swirls and curls and circles as well. So, grab your ribbon or your scarf again, and we are going to sing. Are we ready? Oh, I'll put this on this hand. Use two hands today. Ready? Make a circle in the air, in the air, in the air. Make a circle in the air, just like Swirlo. Make a circle really fast, really fast, really fast. Make a circle really fast, just like Swirlo. Well done! Did you hurt your finger? Okay. Three of them. Oh my goodness. Right, give them a little rub. Okay, right, who's going to be next? We've had Swirlo and we've had Archie, Rainbow. Who's going to be next, Alison? Who's it going to be?
This one.
This one. Show everybody, who is it?
Lionel.
It's Lionel Soldier. And tell everybody, what does Lionel Soldier make?
He makes straight lines.
He makes straight lines because he's a soldier and he stands nice and tall. So he makes straight lines up and down and side to side. Okay? Right, grab your ribbon or your scarf. Are we ready? You can have a cuddle. Okay, are we ready? Make a straight line up and down, up and down, up and down. Make a straight line up and down, just like Lionel. Well done, Harrison, that was good. Right, back and forth. Make a straight line back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Make a straight line back and forth, just like Lionel. Can you see all the hearts?
Yeah.
That's good, isn't it? And you were doing this earlier on, weren't you? To give a heart back. Do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah. You wanted to give a heart back as well. Okay, right, pop Lionel there. And we've got one mark maker left, Ruby. Give it a shake. Who's it going to be? Oh, in there. In this bit.
Ziggy.
Show everybody, Ruby. Who is it? It's Ziggy, our friendly monster at Little Learners. Don't poke your fingers through. Okay, and Ziggy makes lovely zigzags. He's got zigzags on the top of his head, and he's got zigzaggy teeth as well. So he makes zigzags, and he makes zigzags down the way like this, and across the way like this. Okay, and where he does, he's got one big eye because he's a monster, but he's got a smile. He's a friendly monster. Okay, grab your ribbon and your scarves again, and we're going to sing. Ready?
And your old t-shirts.
And your old t-shirts. Anything you can find that waves about. Ready? Make a zigzag in the air, in the air, in the air. Make a zigzag in the air, just like Ziggy. Now, will we go really, really small zigzags with Ziggy, shall we? Make your zigzag nice and small, nice and small, nice and small. Make the zigzags nice and small, just like Ziggy. Well done, everybody! Yay! Here's a big clap. Hi, Rudy and Freya, they're watching as well.
Rudy and
Our
Freya.
cousins. Hi, hello.
They're not even on there.
Oh, they're watching us. They're watching us on the computer. Right. Okay. So we're going to take our mark makers. We're going to put them back in their box because it's time to get the paints out. So put them back into the box. Let's put our scarves away, and we're going to start today with ice paints. Okay. Pop them in, maybe. We're going to start making ice paints. So all of the things that I'm going to do today, you should probably have these things around the house. There's a couple of things that, you know, are maybe a little bit more unusual, but you could probably just use something else. We'll go over that in just a minute. So we're going to pop our scarves away, and we're going to get out our ice paint. So this is the tray we need here.
Oh, I like that.
Okay. So I'll pop it in the middle. I'm going to talk you through how to make your ice paints. And then there's one I made earlier, which I've actually left in the freezer. I'm going to get that in just a minute. And the children are going to paint. Okay, so ice paints. You need an ice tray. Okay, the clear ones are probably better because you can see the colours, but we only had blue ones, so that'll have to do. We've got some water, okay, and we've got another little jar of water that I'll tell you about in a minute. We've got lollipop sticks that are just halved, okay, they've got jaggy edges, but that's okay because they go down into the water anyway. And we've got lots of food colouring, okay. So, I'll pop this back here just now. Addison, you could probably sit over here if you want to.
Okay.
Yeah? And Ruby, do you want to sit on this side? Because you're going to paint in just a minute.
I can't see myself.
Okay. You can. Okay. So, we pour in some water into the ice cube tray. You can help me, Ruby. Oh, it's going to get a bit watery. And, yep, pour in some water into your ice cube tray. And then, choose your colours. Okay, can get a bit messy. So I think I've got enough, I've almost got enough colours for all the trays, but if you've just got a couple of colours like you would normally have just baking, that would be fine too. You just fill them up whichever colours you want. Okay, right, so I've got a variation of food colourings, it doesn't really matter, it was just whatever I could get. So that one is pink. Okay, so I've got a purple, I just put a couple of drops in. Okay, and I've got blue as well, and that's black. I've got a couple there. That's a blue one, and we've got a black one.
Blue, black and purple.
Some of them have got wee droppers, some of them are just pouring in. You just, obviously however much you put in, the colour gets a bit stronger. That's a green one. And we've got orange, okay?
All of them look the same.
You can mix, guys, in just a minute, okay? So we've got orange. They do stain your fingers, so if you've got wee tiny ones, it's better to do it yourself. Okay?
If you have giant fingers like my mum.
And we've got pink, okay? And we've got red. And we've got yellow, okay? And then I've got two extra ones that we haven't, I don't have a new colour. So Harrison, you could choose a colour. You want an extra one? What colour would you like? Quickly.
Any colour.
Anyone.
That's already been poured.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Which one? Blue, right? And Ruby, which would you like?
I want purple.
Purple, okay. So then, once you've filled up all your colours, you can put in as much or as little as you like, really.
Like all of them.
And then the children can use the lollipop sticks. You can make them longer, if you've got little ones. You can make them chunkier. You can get chunkier lollipop sticks if you've got wee ones. You can usually anything like pasta. You could use anything that kind of acts as a handle, even a wee toy sort of thing you could put in to freeze. So there's some for you, Harrison. If you wanted to, it could be quite a good colour matching too. I've got coloured ones, so you could, if you had a clearer tray than mine, match the green with the green one and so on. But just for time's sake today, we're just going to pop them in, give them a wee stir, guys. Okay, while you're doing that, I'm going to nip to the freezer because I didn't take out my other ice paints, and we're going to paint with ones that I made earlier. Right, did you mix them all up?
Not all of them.
Okay, so you mix, there's one that I made earlier. So you mix them up and you leave the sticks in, guys. Leave them in, see? Okay.
No, I'll just put them in order.
Okay, and I'll just pop that out of the way for just now. Okay, I would put that in the freezer, but for just now I'm just going to pop it out of the way. And we have got some that we made earlier, okay? And that time, this time Ruby did do the colour matching, and she put the, what I did, if I had the right colour, she put it into the tray. So, we pull them out, okay? Pop them out, and they come out like this. Okay, and they sort of act, these ones are quite light on the paper. It's really nice actually because they all sort of, once it starts to melt, they all mix in really nicely.
Oh, I like this one.
And I brought the little pot of water because
Exactly.
when they're really frozen, they don't really make much of a mark at the moment, but if you put them into the water and let them melt down a little bit, then they start to come out really nice. So guys, you can paint for just now.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll do the red.
And we'll have a wee turn of painting.
Can we paint a face?
You can paint, you could really do whatever you'd like to do. Remember, we learned our marks at the beginning, so you might want to make your mark. Okay, make one of the marks that we had. Maybe make a rainbow mark. We've seen lots of rainbows in the windows recently.
I want to do orange. I want to do a rainbow. Look, what does blue and yellow make?
So this is also really nice for mixing the colours as well, because when they start to melt, you put them together. You can write your name, Harrison. If you've got a bigger child, they could start to make letter formations or number formations. They could make some letters, numbers, shapes.
Wow, look at the red.
That's a nice one too. Can you write your name, Harrison?
Yeah.
Oh, you're doing it already. That's brilliant. Okay, so we can make a soldier mark.
I'm going to use this
And we can make a rainbow.
Oh, I done it in the wrong one. I was going to get wet.
Okay, so today we've got 3 activities. This is the first one. We're also going to be making bubble paints. Okay, and we're going to be making puff paints as well, which is the favourite one.
No,
So
mine.
Ruby is at the moment licking the ice paints.
This is
And that's actually alright because all it is water and food colouring. Later on, with the bubble paints, with the washing up liquid, not going to taste the nice. Okay, do the painting. And the puff paints is a glue and shaving foam, so again, not going to taste the nice.
Yuck.
Okay, right, shall we pop this one to the side? We can finish it off later.
Waiting for I do my name.
Oh, you want to finish your name? Two more letters to go. Okay.
What colour should I do? Orange. This is Archie's favourite colour.
Okay.
My friend.
Oh, that's nice. You're going to say hello to Archie.
Yeah.
He's been missing his school friends. You could say hello to him. Maybe they might be watching.
Oh, good.
Okay, right. So,
Mine's done.
we can lay them in the middle. We
Okay.
can put that tray over to the side. I've got you both a little tea towel as well if you want to wipe your hands if you need to.
Wait, the orange came out perfectly.
And it did. They're really nice. They've enjoyed that. And again, in class, we have a big painting strip and we have painting every week. And this is just a really nice way to, I mean, of course you can use, you could make a tray like this and have just normal paints or crayons or paint sticks are really nice. But this is just a nice way to, you know, if you are at home and you're looking for something different to do, it's a really nice one. Okay, let's go on to our bubble painting now, guys. So,
Bubble paint.
we'll push this out of the way just now.
Oh, I've done bubble
We can have a big play of this later. This is going to give Mummy a cup of tea after this is all finished, which would be nice. Right. Okay, so bubble painting. We have, this is my tray here, it's a bit heavier than the last one. We've got water, and we've got washing up liquid, and we've got some bowls, and we've got some straws as well. Okay, so Harrison can have blue straws and Ruby can have red straws.
Why do we need 2?
Just in case you need more than one. That might get all soapy. Okay, so I've given them 2 bowls each. And what we're going to do is fill up the bowls with paint and washing up liquid and water. Okay, and then the children are going to blow into the bowls. Okay, again,
Don't
if you've
swallow
got, you don't suck it in. So you might want to talk about how to blow through a straw, which is really good as well. Okay, really, yeah, you got good benefits there for that. And
pretty obvious.
and, oh dear. And the bubbles will come up, okay, and then we place the paper on top of the bubbles and we get a really nice sort of marbled effect. It's really nice. Okay, so a little bit of water also let your children be part of this.
Yay!
I'm terrible for taking the lead, but you could let them pour. That would be another really good
Explanation.
skill to have. Okay, so I'm just going to pour a little bit of washing up liquid, just normal washing up liquid, into each one. Okay, you need just a wee dollop in each one.
Cool.
And then we pour in some paint. Okay, just regular poster paint. Again, I've got a bit of a colour matching going on. And you can mix that one round, Harrison. Mix it round
With my straw.
with your straw.
Wow. Purple.
Okay, so the blue one goes in the blue bowl, and the green one goes in the green bowl,
I
and
think
so
that's
on.
actually purple.
And we've got yellow. They chose these colours. Ruby chose yellow and pink. Okay, so mixing, any sort of mixing, and pouring and squeezing is really good as well. Good skills. Okay, right, give it a little mix.
That one's done.
Well done. Give it a little mix. And that one, Harrison.
It looks
Okay.
so cool and blue.
Okay, and then we can blow into it. Okay.
Like Harrison. Oh, it looks like
And the bubbles come up and up and up.
it looks like igloo. Mommy,
Okay.
it looks like
And even it makes quite a nice sort of splattery. You could even use it with the end of the straw as well. So once you've got your bubbles at the top, okay. Well done. It's your job then to put the paper on the top.
What the
Can you put the paper on the top, Ruby? Paper on the top.
Ew.
And you'll see that it comes out
Pretty obvious.
and it makes some bubble painting on the top.
Bubbles.
Okay, right, would you guys like to carry on with that? I'm going to go and check my computer and say hello to a couple of people if I can see my comments.
Hello. Look at the.
Okay, let's see.
What could be? I haven't tried my green one yet.
Okay, so we've got Scott and Hudson watching. Hello, boys. We've got lots of the Little Learners franchisees.
Look at mine.
Hi, everybody.
Actually, look at mine.
And
Cool. Mommy, look. Mommy.
we've got Marvin. Hi, Marvin. Hello.
Mommy.
And we've got Rudy and Freya.
I'm reading Freya.
And we've got, I think we've got someone from Australia. Oh, hello.
What the heck?
Right. Wow, that's brilliant, Ruby. Okay, thank you, everybody. That's so lovely, thank you.
Ah! Explosion!
Okay, so Little Learners is all about child-led play, and you can see that they're just having good fun. Harrison's got this one all overflowing and different things. So we'll just give them some time to just play and explore and see what they want to do. That's brilliant, Ruby. It's fun, isn't it?
Yeah. Pop, pop, pop,
You can
pop.
pop them. You can pop the bubbles. You can stir it as well. Right, we've got one more thing to do.
Can I try? Yeah.
I'll get ready with the next thing while they're playing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, my hand. Make a bubble explosion. Make a bubble explosion, Ruby.
Okay.
It's bent.
Oh, it's okay. Sometimes the straws, these are
Paper straw.
straws, so they do get a bit soggy. Okay, right, come and sit back beside me and let's tell everybody how to make the last activity. And then when we finish, you guys can have a big play. Okay?
Look at my bubble.
We are going to make, for the last thing today, we're going to make puff paints or puffy paints. Alright, so this is the one where it's a bit more sort of messy and a bit more arty and maybe I have bubbles on my face. Oh dear. Okay, is that it? And this is the one where it's a bit more sort of arty and you might need to order things, okay, like PVA glue, and you might have shaving foam in the house, okay? or one or the other, I suppose, would work as well. So you need some glue, some runny glue, some shaving foam, some zippy, well they're not really zippy, bags.
And spoons.
Spoons you might have at home. And
Some
bowls. Oh dear. Okay, right, so set that for me just now, Ruby. And all really, really easy. All you do, Ruby, stop that for me just now, okay? All you do is, I'm going to make the children one each, okay? You need scissors to snip a little bit off the bag at the end, okay? It makes like a piping bag, and they can play that way, okay? So, you pour in, don't worry about like measurements, okay? You just pour in some glue and about the same amount of shaving foam, okay? Shaving. Okay, so just like a dollop of glue, the same in Ruby's bowl, okay?
Shaving foam.
And
A big bit of shaving foam.
just about the same amount, so that one.
Just make it like the same as the circle.
Okay, you could go and get the paints. Can you choose orange or purple, please?
Orange or purple? I pick.
So, some glue, some shaving foam.
I pick orange.
And if you find, once you start to mix it's not enough, you can just add some more. Well, there's lots of colours, okay? Okay, so some paint in Harrison's one. Just again, just some poster paint. Okay, Harrison, you can come and mix that one. Purple, okay? And some purple.
Oh, it smells good.
It does smell good because it's shaving foam. Okay, right, mix, mix, mix. I'm just going to put these little ice paints. I know when the puff paints come out, these little ice paints are going to get covered. So I'm going to pop them over to the side because they probably will want to play with them later. They last quite a long time actually, they probably last you most of the morning. Okay, and they come out. They're just a really nice consistency. It's just a different way to paint, really, to keep them entertained if you've already used your regular stash of painting. Okay, so what I need you to do, guys, is to scoop your paints into the bag. Okay, so Harrison, I'll hold the bag open, and you scoop it in.
Mine's not ready yet.
Okay. More. Okay, so I might have made them a wee bit more. We can scoop that in.
Whoa, it actually turned out good.
It did. Yeah, it's like a nice sort of fluffy sort of fluffy consistency. Okay, so all you do is push that down. It does get quite messy, but that's alright. We've got our little learner's t-shirts on, so you can always wear something old or that you're not fussed about. Okay, so you clip it closed like that, and then push your paint down to one corner.
How can I wash the spoon?
Okay, we'll just wash it later. Okay, so you kind of make it into like a sort of little bag like this. Make much twist the end of it. Okay, and then you use your scissors. Cut a wee snip, just a wee snip.
What do we do?
Pop that around here.
What do we do?
And then you can use, you might want, if I had some more time, I might have made a new sheet of paper, okay? And the children can then squish and squeeze and do whatever it is that they like to do with the
Oh, I did it.
piping bag.
Just look at mine. It's so beautiful.
So they can make their mark,
Yeah.
they can squeeze it all out.
I just want to make it
I
long.
also had, I've also brought some painting tools that they might want to use. So we've got some cars, some paint brushes, just things you might have, toys, dish brush, and then they can move the puffy paints as well. So I'll just do the same with Ruby's. Put hers into the bag. They can use their hands. It's just a really nice way to have a variation on your your normal paint time. Okay, you can see it's going to get quite excitable.
Can we jump in the paint?
Well, you don't have your shoes on, so you could.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yes!
Careful.
Wee! I can
Okay.
get on my t-shirt!
So it's okay. It's all right.
Wee!
And Harrison's then wants to jump in the paint. Okay.
You want to
So,
jump in your paint?
let's make this one for Ruby. And
All I want to do
try and
is
get the air out of it. So this one hasn't worked so well because I've still got air in it.
I feel actually wet.
Oh dear, I think we'll be having a bath after that.
Yes.
Okay, right, pop that one round here. And then I'm just moving the bubbly paints out the way for them. And then they can paint onto here. And I'll move the wee nice
And
paint.
paint cars.
Oh dear, you've got it in my hair.
Sorry.
Okay, right.
Look
Here,
at,
Ruby.
look at this. It makes...
And they can use the brushes, make a nice sort of mark there, or a pattern, or a shape. They can use the cars, can't they, Harrison?
Look at it. I made a dead slug.
Ruby made a slug. It's always a good thing. Okay, so that's the end of our painting special today with little learners. I hope you enjoyed it. We are on every morning, every week morning. Okay, you can put your feet in. We are on every weekday morning at 10 o'clock. Live from all the franchisees. If you've missed it and you've started halfway through, we're on youtube.co.uk/Little Learners UK. And yeah,